Not really dog days, just getting it out the mud.
Part of it, bro.
We about to be able to set up a secondary.
I know, right?
Secondary location.
My dude's already said it though. I'm gonna make sure I get us some I'm gonna get some chairs, some gaming chairs.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna
I just gotta buy the
cause we about to end up like I'm moving.
Yeah. So where you moving to?
So she moving out, and I'm moving in. So it's gonna be me around the ear.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so we're gonna set up. I'm gonna set up her
Let's do it.
the little office area that she got.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna have the soundproof, but it might be like just a change of scenery.
A creative space or some shit. Yeah.
And she was just like, I can't wait to see what y'all do because I know like everybody gonna have their own little creative spot where
bro.
you know what I'm saying, they little creative touches on it.
Nah, it's gonna be hard. When y'all making that move?
Shoot. After I come from the gym today, she
Oh, it's like it's emotion. Okay, word for sure.
Yeah. So no more nooning, brother.
Yeah.
No more. Lake House is
had its days, bro. Hey.
One thing about us, brother, it's like
Lake House was a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
the lake houses no more. Out of everywhere we done been, man.
Erie, it still ain't nothing touching.
It was like
Lake House probably like top 2.
Nothing's touching ginger cake,
Bro,
bro.
nothing touches ginger cake, bro.
okay, nothing's gonna beat the match.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's just not like the vibe there was like immaculate.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, let me I'll call you after I'm done recording, bro. And we can chop it up. Alright. But yeah, man,
That's gonna be smooth. I can't wait to see what y'all do with that, bro.
Yeah. So we're gonna end up staying there for the year. Basically, she moving to some townhouse. Her friend was trying to. Her friend was end up trying to sell, but it's like, hey, I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you gonna do that, like, here go opportunity, and she was like, yeah, shoot.
No, that's fact.
So it's a big step for. She's like, it's a big step for you and your brothers. You know, y'all don't really get along as well all the time.
It's gonna show how y'all really come together.
But yeah, I think the older we can get, like, just being with your brothers, the older you get, the closer you get.
Yeah.
And then the more you start to be emotionally intelligent, and so we can respect each other's space.
Facts.
Respect.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You just grow into the person. And with them, I done grew into the point where, like, as a young brother, bro, I used to be antagonized.
Yeah,
but
right.
now I don't even like people to play with me like that. So
exactly, bro. So you won't even put out that energy. For sure.
And then you just respect each other's like wishes and each other's boundaries and stuff like that. And don't mean you can't still have that competitive, like that friendly competitive nature. Like,
yeah,
man, I'm about to do this, like this. For sure. Like, but then I can push you this way, or you know what I'm saying. But even when what I was thinking, like, even when you talk to people, you gotta ask them how they want to be pushed. Like, my mom used to do that all the time. Like, how do you want me to push you? As your friend, family, mother, how do you want me to push you? And I think that's where a lot of friendships be going in, like going wrong, because, like, certain people will try to push you in an aspect that they don't need you to need to be pushed in. Or like you don't need to be pushed in. So if a friend try to speak on certain topic, like, yeah, man, I feel like you could be doing this. And it's like, I ain't asked you to be my friend in that aspect,
bro.
Or I ain't asked you to put
That's
your
not that role I need.
Yeah.
And not to say we're the type of people that don't appreciate input, but if you got the level of expertise in that field of knowledge, I'm all ears. But if you ain't known to be giving advice or knowledge, come on, bro. Stay. So you over there with it. I need you over there.
Exactly. Like, that's like, that go hand in hand to like women listening to the friend is always single. Like, you in a relationship, but you listening to the friend that don't never have a relationship. I don't need you to input on most of my relationship, and it can fall on the individual as well. Because don't seek out no information from the friend that's always single.
Exactly. You gonna get single woman advice, bro. It's just what it is.
So, but respecting each other's boundaries, growing into like we ain't gonna have the exact same output or input on certain things. We ain't gonna have the same wants, but we also like what it really kind of helped us bond a little bit. Like he just hit me up because he know it's Saturday. He know it's 10 a.m. What we doing around 10, 11 a.m.
Gym?
We just go to the
word.
gym.
That's good.
We might sometimes if it's a lot of people in there, we might play a little basketball. We might work out together, but that'd be a space where it's like it's low key therapeutic. Like we don't think about nothing here. Like now we get at each other because like we very competitive on. Now none of us have played basketball past the high school level, so it's just like but it's just still thriving our
just to keep that
spirit.
drive. That's good to have just as a man, bro.
Yeah.
In a capitalistic society, you never want to lose that drive to just want to be good or productive at whatever you're doing.
And that jump, it's just something. Ryan really started it, honestly, but me and Eric just kind of like, man, we might as well go out there. And so then we always, it also brings us back to our childhood because, shoot, when we was growing up around each other, we was playing basketball outside. Like every day after school, we'd finish our homework. Some days I wouldn't even finish mine.
Yeah.
We'd be outside playing basketball like around the neighborhood. So keeping that same childhood competitiveness, but saying like look like laid back type of vibe. We're like, man, we want to win, of course. You know what I'm saying? We want to win together. Going to gym. Everybody know we brothers now. They done kind of caught on. Like, y'all always come together. Like, y'all brothers.
Little big three.
Yeah. So then we come in there. Sometimes we'll compete against each other, but it's a great space. And then, in the gym, I think I seen something on TikTok too. Is like women don't understand like pickup basketball. Like, how do you go to a one set area where like you don't know these men? Y'all get on the team and
y'all feel like you know this man.
Like, it's like.
They don't let y'all get to have a connection hooping. You feel like you know him for 3 years.
You feel like, man, I know this wife and kids, man. I know this guy's wife. Like, man,
right,
I know what he's going through at home. But it don't never really go past the court. Like, I mean, a couple of them probably hang out with each other outside of the gym, but like me, I know Saturday where this guy gonna be more than likely.
At the court.
If he's not here this Saturday, he gonna be there next Saturday.
Right.
And it's really competitiveness. Like a couple of them I connected with, like what you do for work, like you know what I'm saying, what you do in your free time. A couple of TikTok stars actually. I don't even know his name. I see him on my TikTok all the time.
Dude, you told me about it. I don't think you showed me him though.
Yeah, the dude with.
You explained it, but I still know you was talking about.
He always got a camera in his face. He kind of funny, like, and he be looking all like awkward, funny, like he do that awkward silence. I gotta find a video, but he be in there hooping, cool dude, honestly. But like, don't nobody be all starstruck like that.
Sure.
Like I done met a couple of famous, I ain't gonna say, famous people.
Yeah.
Like Coach K, did QC. I remember me and him when I played football. Who else? 42 Dub was in there one time. Like,
and that's my thing about meeting famous people. I was never the type to get starstruck. So when I see other people get starstruck, it's not that I'm judging them. It's just
it doesn't fit my personality.
Yeah, because recently I've been around like a lot, especially this year. I've been around some top people. Like when I was working at the 85 South Shore, I was around a bunch. A lot of people would have been just you would think when you see these people, but once you around them, it's just you're a regular person, but you a person, just like, you know what I'm saying?
You put your pants on the same way I put my
the
pants.
same way. And so what I even recently on these past few weeks, when I was around a couple master teachers that's big in the conscious community, when I'm around them, I'm just kind of, my energy ain't feel condensed. My energy felt like it was on their level. I didn't feel smaller. I felt like I belonged. And the issue a lot of people have is they don't feel like they belong around people with a certain level of public stature or recognition. They shrink immediately, and it just kind of shows how a person really feels about themselves within. When you let another person who's not even trying to dim your light, it's just they come around, they're naturally and authentically just being them, and they shine, and your light just because you see them at such a high level.
You almost see them as like I don't want to say a prophet, but
just,
you holding them to a higher standard than you hold yourself. And like you said, it go back to how you feel about yourself, because it's no way that you should feel little to them, right?
Yeah.
Like I've never met a famous person and be like, or someone of stature and be like, not that I can't be them, but I can't be on that status.
Yeah.
I've never felt that, or not that I'm
Exactly.
already on that status.
Right.
I mean, you can see a lot of success stories. They'll say like, I felt like I was doing this before I was famous. Now, some of that stuff be capped.
Yeah.
Some of it be capped because some of the stuff financially you couldn't have did
Facts.
on the level that you was at. But I understand the mentality of it.
That's what it was, like the mentality and the aura and the energy they possess. It was there, and I think that's something that we have. We already had that mentality and that aura, that energy, to where, you have it physically, but it's already within me. So it's just a matter of time for it to manifest.
Once the gratitude come in, once the finances may get to where it won't, it's no way that I'm not gonna be doing.
There's no way. There's no way. That's
because I'm already doing it.
Doing the
with
work.
The limited resources that I have.
So when the resource come, and I'm still doing even if I'm not doing more work, we probably more likely are. Even if we just still doing the same amount of work with more resources, man,
it takes off. Like you're gonna look at it differently. Like
the recipe ain't never changed.
It gotta be in you, not on you.
It gotta be in you, bro. So when you see people, that's why I listen to people who in the limelight. I listen to their stories more so than what they have and what they show off, because that's what a real gem is. That when you listen to their story, and you going through, you thinking, okay, you hearing what this person's saying they went through and what they did, and I kind of reflect on the things I've done and the things I'm doing. I'm like, oh. So that's what my brother tell me all the time, like, bro, you on your don't worry, bro. And it's natural for me to like be anxious sometimes, like, I'm not doing enough. But when I sit back and listen to their story, I'm like, oh, yeah.
It's similar to probably what I'm doing at their age, or
even a lot of times even more.
Probably
you know what I'm
more,
saying?
Honestly, so it definitely, you definitely start to see that you're doing more, or that you doing it in a different capacity than they probably were doing it. Now, of course, with the times, you have to change, you know what I'm saying, how much you're doing or what you're doing. But it's definitely, for us, I feel like we, more so with this podcast and stuff, we taking everybody through the journey.
For sure,
us. Like, you see us, at the studio 100% of the time. Now you see us, you know what I'm saying, in the realm 100% of the time. Now, it's definitely shifts where we've made where, you can kind of see the flow of it.
Yeah.
Now, who knows, 3-4 months, you might see us with our own studio. Like, for us, it's about just laying the foundations. We talked about that. We just wanted to lay the foundation because at the end of the day, we know that success it can be a destination for some people, but more than not, it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Success to me is the journey, taking you through the highs and the lows. I always like watching people's day in their lives, or like their documentaries.
Yeah.
I was always a big fan of that. And really, I like watching the old day. Like, when I was heavy into rappers, I would watch, before they blew up, their day in their lives.
Yeah.
Like, you could watch them on YouTube and what they did and the mannerisms.
The mannerisms, man. That's
the way they move. And a lot of them, I don't want to say like, and I listen to rap, whatever. But a lot of them were, the way they moved back then is very similar to the way they move now.
Nothing changed, bro.
More cameras around.
Not to say their character didn't develop, but the essence of them.
Changed, but if you watch the holistic vision that they had, you will see that nothing really changed. Like, they going to spot to spot. You know what I'm saying? They talking to different people. They shaking different hands. They, you know what I'm saying, meeting up with different people. They going to this studio. They going to different cities. Like, that type of thing, like I said, when I was into it, it really intrigued me, because now I'm watching somebody else basically be me. I put myself in those shoes, like, okay, if I want to be someone, known for, especially during football days, like, I'd be like, okay, I'm doing the same things as, you know what I'm saying, some of the top athletes as well. Like, I'm watching their dating lives. Like, they get up, they eat breakfast, I'm eating breakfast. Like, they get up, they go work out, I'm going to go work out. how many times they working out a day. Like I used to watch everybody day in the life because I wanted to see, you know, kind of what it took to be successful, but also it kind of helped me give myself grace on what it took to be successful because I wasn't far off of what they were doing, especially like college athletes. I'll watch a YouTube video of college athletes on what they did, and I'm like, man, I'm doing the same thing. I'm in high school. Like I get up 5 a.m. I'm working out twice a day. Especially in the summertime. I'm going to go work out at 6 a.m. with my trainer. Back in Fayetteville, remember them days? Waking up, I'm at the gym before he at the gym.
Yeah.
Like I'm already running, so I'm working out. Then I'll probably come back, drive back home. Mind you, at the time, like I'm 20 minutes from the workout, so I'm driving back home, take me a little nap, wake up, eat a good breakfast, then go, do some work for some odd jobs for some money, and so then I'm back at it at 5, 6 p.m. And I mean, that's when I was when I was in that gym, I damn near slept there. Like all the older women.
I remember you said,
man, all the older women be like, "It's no way you still here. Like I just seen you. You know what I'm saying on Instagram. Like he's recording you at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You just can't. Like you still here. It's 8 p.m. I'm like, man, I really want to be great. And it was like, nah, you inspiring me, even as an older individual, because see you dedicated, see you coming in, day out, 2, 3 times a day. Like you, and when you get bored at home, you just come over here, huh? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
what else, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at people do it when they bored in college. Like they over the summertime, receivers. That's how the great ones are built. Because receivers, they going to go talk to their quarterback. Like, what you doing? Oh, we both just playing a game, man. Let's go throw. I saw somebody like one of my closest friends in college actually was on my recruiting visit, was my roommate on my recruiting visit. Man, I used to see him. He used to tell me all the time, like, man, I'm finna go to the field. Like, you ain't finna go to the field without me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's go then. Like, we both bored. So that's success is built off those times. Even those times where you feel like you pretty much stagnant. And over this past year, I felt kind of stagnant in ways of career-wise, or shoot, to be honest, even with like the podcasting, you keep me motivated because you're like, all right, let's record, Kobe. Let's record.
Yeah.
And you keep it. And then I'm like, okay, what we gonna do with inviting guests? Like, let's invite some guests. Like, what's our next step? We continuously generate ideas. And sometimes, we take a mental break. You gotta give yourself some mental breaks.
You have to, bro.
You gotta give yourself some step back.
Man, because I was just, I'm gonna circle back to some points I wanted to talk about, but I was listening to the Danza Project, and even it's like a big podcast on YouTube. Even they were saying sometimes you gotta pull yourself away from like talking on the platform, because when you think about it, it's a very vulnerable space to be in, because you're putting your opinions and your thought patterns to the public, to where it can be criticized and taken however somebody want to take it for the public viewing. And while somebody can be behind the screen and have their identity safe, yours is exposed to the public for, you know what I'm saying? So it's a vulnerable place, bro. So I definitely would, talking in front of a camera for a platform, mental breaks are definitely needed, bro. And even to allow new thoughts to conjure up. Like, we don't want to just be on here just filling the space with words if it's not meaningful, if it doesn't have no direction.
I think we always said that though, like, man, sometimes we could just silence. So if y'all ever see us not posting, or if people ever see us not posting, sometimes it's just time for that mental space, that mental break. I mean, even when we, just used to hang out with each other, like, some people come in the room like, y'all asleep? Like, nah.
We're chilling.
Y'all,
we're chilling.
Y'all bored? Y'all mad? Like, nah,
good.
We just ain't nothing to talk about right now, brother. Like, I think oversharing has become such a real nasty son of a gun in our community, not only in our community, but just on everybody's tongue. Like, oversharing is I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but in essence, oversharing is essentially what we just said, filling the air with words that are almost meaningless.
Yeah, and even with the oversharing, I think we do a good job of sharing enough to where people have that connection to where they, kind of feel like
Yeah.
they know us, but not too much to where they really think they know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You want to have that. You still, as a person in front having a platform, you still want to have that level of mystique. Like, okay, I know a little bit about them, but I don't know all, and I want to keep tuning in to continue to know more. You know what I'm saying?
So it was, and that go back to like I said, those day in the life videos I was watching on YouTube. Like you saw enough to where you kind of got an idea, but there was still another mystery behind it. Like, what is he doing? What is that person doing when they're not being themselves? Like, I think that's what a lot of successful, famous people do. Like, the people that become oversaturated is because they overshare.
Right.
And when you overshare, people know too much about you.
Exactly.
So I think we've always had that now, that type of mysterious. I always tell people.
Hey, let's go there.
I always tell people, and I like earlier just talking to my brothers. I always tell people like it's power in the mystery. When somebody don't know exactly what you think,
I was just about to write that, bro.
Like it's power in the mystery. Like when people don't know exactly what you think, exactly what you're doing, and exactly how you're moving, then it creates that thinking.
Yeah.
They're thinking about you, right? So then now that you're thinking about me, you're gonna have to tune in. You're gonna have to. You know what I mean? That's where the random calls come from.
Facts. The random checkups.
How you doing?
I get those so much. And they don't even want a long conversation. They just want to make sure they still know you.
Yeah. Like there's a couple. Man, listen. If I tell you how many people, and it's not a lot, right? But it's very so often. Like somebody random, and I'll look at my phone. I'll be like, who is?
Yeah.
What they want? Yeah. And they don't want anything. They just want to make sure they're not forgotten.
That's
they
really
want to make sure that you still remember them, or they want to see maybe have you been thinking of them as much as they've been thinking of you.
Yep.
And
even some of the ones you be thinking that some of the ones in relationships, like you would be surprised.
Man, it's been a couple like older relationships, or you know what I'm saying, or older friendships, even, bro, like, or you don't expect them to reach out. Like, it's some people I know for a fact that are gonna reach out all the time. Like, if we ain't talk, somebody like, you know what I'm saying, as a friend, if you reach out and we ain't talked in a while, I know, like, you know what I'm saying, I expect that. I expect, you know what I'm saying, certain people to reach out. Others, when it comes unexpected, I almost side on my phone sometimes, but then again, I know where this comes from. And that was a part of another reason why I kind of got off social media. I felt like I was one of those people that were oversharing. And even though most people would say, like, nah, Kobe, you were oversharing.
Compared to some people, you were.
Like, you weren't really oversharing. Like, you weren't really sharing. But me personally, I like to really live things, and then I can
facts.
Like,
I dig
that. If I'm really living like I don't want you to have no type of perception that this ain't hard out here. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, that I'm having my way. I don't even want you to have that perception. Because then there's sometimes you come to me and I'll be like, I can't even do that. But then the fact that you even, you know what I'm saying, think I can, or the fact that you more say, like, think that highly of me, now I might put that in my realm of thoughts, and then I'll try to go out and do those things. And then it wasn't time for me to do it yet. So I just, the expectation factor as well, like, they expecting you to post, or they expecting you to come out, pop out. Like,
because the power of mystery, that was one of the laws in the no, it wasn't in the law of the 48. It was in the laws of human nature, and it was one of the points I really took away from the book, because a lot of people underestimate the power of just stepping away sometimes, bro. You don't always need to be seen. You don't always need to be heard. When you pull, especially when you got something of substance to say, or you're doing actual things, when you pull that away, you just step back, and you're not even trying to be mysterious. You just pull your energy away. You know what I'm saying? And you watch it start to unfold to where people start hitting you up. Hey, are you good? You good? I'll take like a week or two social media break. What's up? Just be like random. Oh, what's up? Are you good? I'm good, bro. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
What you doing this weekend? You know, you get those. Hey, I was thinking about you. Or you know, sometimes the holidays is always a fun period. We're coming up on the holidays.
Yeah.
So Watch out for the Happy Thanksgiving. Hope
Oh
the family
God.
doing well. Watch out for the Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Like, it's not negative energy though. To me,
I don't take it as
I
it.
don't never take it as negative
I
energy.
take it as I'm doing my damn thing because
still,
nobody gonna check them with somebody that ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Or I did my damn thing.
Fact.
You know what I mean? And now you kind of reminiscing on the energy, the vibe that I brought to you.
Yeah, and
what I introduced you to.
It was such a one-of-one type of vibe to where, not to say you can't find nobody that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, gonna be good for you or even better, but if you're trying to find my type of vibe in somebody else, you're never gonna find it.
It was one-on-one.
That's why I always try to tell them, as long as you don't compare me to who you're gonna be good. If you're trying to find me another dude, it's not gonna work because it was authentically and specifically curated for my vessel. Like it won't work with anybody else.
He didn't put it in everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't instilled in everybody to think like I'm thinking or to be me. It wasn't instilled.
Custom made.
And when I'm dealing with you, I probably altered or catered some of the things that, you know, were for a certain situation.
Even down to the connection is custom made because your vibe messing with this type of vibe brings forth a third vibe that's so specifically curated that your vibe and somebody else's vibe is not going to bring this type of vibe because that person doesn't have this vibe to bring that equation together.
Even if they similar in situation, even if they similar in stature, even if they similar in physical looks.
Similar ain't the same. No.
Even if it's not going to be, because when I connect with a person, right, it's a very genuine connection. Whether it's, like I said, friendship, intimacy, or anything family, like it's a very genuine. I'm not gonna love you how I love someone else. You're never gonna see me love my one brother over here, the oldest brother. You're not gonna see me love one family member like I love the other family member. Like you're not gonna see that because they're different people, and one love is not for the way I love my mother is not for the way it's not gonna be how I love my father, or the way that I love my older sister is not gonna be how I love my older brother.
And not to say one is lesser than the other, but it's just how you
it's
go
the same
about it.
Amount of love.
You know what I'm saying? Just how you go about it is not gonna be the same.
It's not gonna be the same. I might not, you know what I'm saying, sit and talk to one brother for an hour. I might the way I show love is let's go get some drinks or let's go to the gym.
Right.
And then the other one I might have to sit, or I might feel the obligation to sit with them.
All right.
You know what I mean? And like, all right, well, let me sit down with you and just spend time. Like, for instance, just speaking on past friendships, like some people were okay just coming to my room, like while I was in college. They would just come to my room and we would just sit and talk. Like, that was solely our friendship. Like, they didn't want to do, I don't want to go to the club with you, Kobe. I don't want to see you outside. I don't want to see you at a party. I want to sit and talk and just feel the vibe. Like, just feel the room with your presence. And then, you know what I'm saying, that's enough for me. That helps me get it off. I'm almost like a therapist. Now, was I obligated to do that? Was I obligated to do that?
Yo, it's so crazy. I was the same way because it was just people would, and not that I had an issue with it, but people would just bring their questions unsolicited. It was just,
and I'm gonna
answer it because I rock with you, and this is just one of my gifts that was bestowed upon me. And it's funny that you said that people would just come to your room and just to chill there. It happened my freshman year in college. I would think in my head, bro, I don't be hyping here. I don't. But they just come in here. They know the vibe is just gonna be certain vibes.
We're not gonna do that rowdy
stuff.
We're not gonna do that rowdy stuff. Hey,
I swear, bro. I used to tell them, bro, if you want to do all that rock, take that to the up floor. Yeah. And that's where they used to have all the fun. But in my room, everybody used to know when you come to my room, it's vibes. Like if I rock with you, you allowed in here. Don't make no mess though. Like act like you got some sense, have some class. And we just gonna vibe, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say it's gonna always gonna be quiet. We might have some music playing some 2K, but
we're gonna have fun.
But
right?
the overall vibe is just gonna be like a real, you know what I'm saying?
We're not gonna have, you know what I'm saying, women twerking on the
No, we're not doing that.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not doing that.
And everybody can attest to that. Anybody that knew me in college, anybody that knew me kind of, you know, just has known me, like, especially in my place of living, we're not gonna do all that extra. We're not.
And we still like that, bro.
Yeah, like it's a sacred place, bro. Like
bro.
if it get to being too much, everybody gotta go. Like I promise you, like if I even sense where it's like,
even when we threw that New Year's Eve party, bro, the vibe was like it was a good amount of people in there. We'll talk about that story one day. Cause
hey, listen, that story right there. You just brought back some memories with that one, brother.
But it was a lot of women there. It was a lot of alcohol, all that. But the vibe was because we was back door don't open that back door. You want to do what you gonna do on the front porch.
You feel me?
All that, you know what I'm saying? We just the type of individuals to where, as a man, when you set your standard and your vibe, people around you, when they respect you, they have no choice but to not per se obey you, but just be in alignment with the energy and the vibe that you set forth.
And we always leave room for someone to leave or remove themselves before you mess up the vibe.
For sure.
Before you mess up the aura. Before you mess up the motion that we got going on in here. And it's never really a bad thing. It's never really a bad thing.
Hey, yo, I'm filming right now, bro. All right, no, you good. All right. What you saying, bro?
It's never really a bad thing. That's crazy how
my
brother's called today.
He ain't called me in a couple weeks too. It's crazy.
When the last time you think I seen him?
That's crazy,
That's
bro.
why he called me. Like, what you doing, bro? But yeah, so like, and I told many of people that's why everybody kind of felt comfortable coming over. And whether it's my house, whether it's and I think I got it from my parents and things like that. Very mellow people. Very, this is our space. This is it is spiritual at times. It is very soothing at times. Like this is where you lay your head at, and especially the place that you stay at. I don't know how many times I can tell. Like you can't let anything and everything go on.
Can't,
like,
bro.
You just can't.
I'm a firm believer in that, bro. A person to leave that energy behind without even meaning to. It just
you feel me?
That energy kind of becomes an entity of its own, to where it's like that person didn't even mean to leave their energy or behind, but that energy became an entity. It was like, oh, I want to stay here. I want to reside here. So now, you know what I'm saying?
It's been multiple times where like somebody leave your space, but you still feel like you still feel either sad or angry or you know what I'm saying, or like, or even anxious.
Yeah.
Like, some type of anxiety is still creeping. Like they still there.
Yeah.
They well then left. And I've never been one to ever want to feel like uncomfortable in my space.
Yeah.
Anywhere I'm laying my head, I don't want to feel uncomfortable. So if somebody making me uncomfortable, situation making me uncomfortable, it's pretty much dead for me.
Yeah.
Like,
even when we talking about leaving behind spirits or energy, that goes on the other side when you got a good energy and your energy spills out so much because it's so vibrant and exuberating to where you'll be leaving I guess little parts of your energy in different spaces. So that's why when people missing your presence, all they have is left is that energy that was left behind. So they want to get that energy back so bad, but it's only a little bit there.
So an example of that is like, okay, so say you meet someone, right, and you meet a significant other, and y'all haven't formed some type of relationship, things end. But before things end, y'all have learned so much, and that's what we talk about. But not only y'all have changed each other, right? And people sometimes don't acknowledge that until your presence is gone.
No, we talked about
that last episode, but they then start to find ways. So like they'll look at your social media like, I didn't call myself. I didn't even call myself a couple times like lurking. Like, man, let me
I used
stop.
to do that. I stopped that.
I used to, that's like I said, I can give you 100 reasons why I got off that.
For sure,
bro. I didn't want to be lurking because you know what I'm saying. I'm thankful for what any relationship, any person, any individual has taught me. But I don't need to be lurking trying to keep up with you.
Yeah.
And so that's what some people find themselves doing. So when you remove that aspect of not maybe you don't get off social media, but maybe you're not posting every day. Maybe you're not oversharing now. Now they don't feel that connection anymore. And now
Now it's
only
like they in
left.
alert system. Like it's like panic mode.
They're
Like
only left
I don't
with
have
what
this
you taught
access.
them.
Yeah, I don't have this access that I had to them. Because even when you ain't around people, but you still posting, they still feel like they had that access
They
for
still
you.
feel like, well, let me say this, like you say you at, you know what I'm saying, you out at the bar or something like that, you post your exact location or like where the bar at.
Oh, I know
what you
he
got.
at. Oh, I know
man,
she
I
at.
can pull up on him at any time. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I know once I pull up on him, he gonna, you know what I'm saying, or she gonna do da. Like it's gonna reminisce. But once you remove that aspect of it, it goes back to, damn, I wonder what they doing this weekend.
Yeah.
Or
it's the wonder, but that having, but especially because I like to say, even though we got a lot of women followers, I always want to, emphasize that we do want to make this platform more so geared towards men because we are men. Like we don't want to be up here always speaking towards women because at the end of the day we're not women. You know what I'm saying? So naturally our topics are always gonna be more curated to men, but it still has some relatability and validity towards women as well. But what I was getting to is, as a man, when you pull your presence away, bro, having a woman just guess about you, bro, is one of the best things you can have, and it's not even in a manipulative form. It's just in a way of you're on her mind now, bro, and now that you're occupying her mind space, now you're tapped into a different ballpark. Because if you occupying her body, I mean, it's cool. But once you occupying a woman's mindset, and a woman is always in her thought, you know what I'm saying? She's always in her mind. So when you start encompassing that realm up here, it's different now.
That's the elite.
That, you know what I'm saying? It's different
part of
now,
the
bro.
elite.
You know what I'm saying? So now, even now when you pop out, or now when you may hit her up, or she hit you up, and you respond, it's a different level of respect. Now it's a different level of, I gotta see him now because I don't know the next time you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like,
make her feel a certain way, bro.
And I'm not saying, so I tell men to do that, right? But I'm not telling them to do that so that they can finally get something that they want. Or you know what I mean?
It's organic, bro. It's supposed to be organic.
Don't manipulate your
way
bro. Into trying to, you know what I'm saying, get the
This is not game, or this is not game tactics. This is just life, bro.
Like some people be like, oh man, I gotta just stop texting.
No, bro.
First of all, you was texting her for 10 months to yourself.
Right.
You was in her messages and
talking
to yourself. So don't do that. No, she's not gonna. She's still not gonna want you.
It's supposed to be organic.
Say you know what I'm saying, the relationship didn't work, but you still allowing access. Say the friendship didn't work, but you still allowing access. Then that person, like you said, still feels somewhat connected to you. But once you remove the access, number one, you'll find yourself in a better position mentally because not only are you no longer holding on to what y'all had, or no longer are you holding on to the things that it used to be, but you're moving forward. And now that person may still be holding on to what y'all used to be, or the good times that you had, or the things and the lessons that you taught them, or the ways that you changed them. But now you're so far ahead in what you want and what you desire and how you want to be, that they're left with a thought, and only a thought, to maybe hit you up, maybe call and see they in your. That's where the whole I'm in your city, where you at.
So now that they only have that thought, now that the fantasies and the that's when they start creating, like, oh wow, he could be doing this, or he. And
I wonder if he got a girl.
You know what I'm saying? So now
it's
building even more. You're spending more time on her mind now, just because from that thought, so many different things sprouted just from that thought, because she only had that one thought to think off of, bro.
The human mind and imagination, it would literally drive people crazy.
You gotta learn human nature, bro. That's I 100% recommend. A lot of people talk about 48 Laws of Power. I haven't read it. I'm sure it's a good book, but the Laws of Human Nature, magnificent, bro, because it tells you the intricate of how human nature is, bro. It's just no getting around it.
You can learn a lot also about just people watching. Just watch people, and I don't mean
not watching to observe, but literally just watch. Not watching to criticize, but just watching to observe and see the patterns.
No judgment. You just watch their patterns. You just watch listen to what they're talking about. And I think that's why we've been so approachable in our past, because not only are we listening, but we're listening to your patterns and and what you are
from
and
a
what
non-judgmental space,
yeah,
bro.
it's not a judgmental
People share
space.
with you more when you're not a judgmental
But I can
person.
also give you, you know what I'm saying? I can also tell you where you may have went wrong at, or I can just point out the pattern that you're having.
Right.
I think that's what a lot of my friends, like I said at the beginning, is I always ask them when they come to me for advice. I always ask you, do you want me to tell you the patterns that I'm seeing out of the situation just by hearing that, you know what I'm saying, you come to me about this situation, about this person, or about whatever is going on, or do you want me to just be a listening ear? What type of friend do you need at the moment? Because I want to give you respectfully what you're asking for.
Right.
Now, my family, they don't really get a choice. They don't really get a choice. Sometimes they don't really get a choice, because sometimes I just got, hey, look, bro, you came to me about this same person 5 times. At what point are you the dumb one or they the dumb one?
Yeah, I feel that.
And I don't mean it in no harmful
For
way.
sure.
But are you the crazy one or are they the crazy one?
Yeah,
You
let's be
keep
real.
on dealing with this, you know what I'm saying? You know,
You're going to get what that's just what it is.
you know how it is. So it's just, I think a lot of people, how do I put this? A lot of people have to start to realize that sometimes in order to grow for yourself, and maybe in order for the relationship or and when I say relationship, I don't always mean intimacy, but the friendship, the dynamic between a person to change, you have to create some sort of mystery. And sometimes it's seen as a wall or a barrier that people, you don't never let nobody inside. No, it's not that. Because if you knew everything, sometimes, if you knew everything, a single thing, the interest wouldn't be there. And only reason I know that is because
you walked it, bro.
I've been in a situation where I knew every single thing, and the interest started to lessen. I've been in situations where there was mystery, and I was so much more intrigued.
Cause I'm the same way.
Much more. I'm still yearning for more. I want to be a person that knows you, right? That my human nature. If there's mystery, I want to learn about it. I want to be able to figure it out. Now, I want to take my hat off to anybody that's married, because once you get to the marriage standpoint, you may not know everything, but you know a lot. You have a lot of information.
Yeah, it's pretty out there. With each other.
And so then, not only are you, you know what I mean, interested in the person, but you're keeping that interest. You're keeping that level of mystery to a minimum.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like, and this may be a stretch. And some people might not agree with this, but you also still have to keep that level of mystery.
Yeah, because I agree, bro. Because
you have to keep a certain distance of mystery
to keep that interest going, bro. I'm telling you,
that's the chase that everybody talk about.
Yeah, bro. And to constantly be able to continue to learn a person over and over. So here's another aspect with keeping a level of mystery. You have to also continue to grow, because as you grow more, it's gonna be more things that person is going to be able to learn about you. But if you ain't growing as a person, eventually that person gonna learn everything about you. Just like, okay, that was it.
Once you master something, what you do? You be ready for the next.
You to the next, bro.
I talked to a friend about this the other day. I was like, once I master a job, it takes me about 3 to 6 months to master a job. Like, once I master, I want something that I'm continuously having to learn to grow and do, and I want it to be challenging, mentally, like really mentally challenging, because then I always feel like I'm a novice and not at the mastery level. And I love feeling that novice level of learning or level of knowledge, because it fuels my drive. It fuels I want to know more.
Yeah.
Like, I want more information. I want to know. Like I was always one of those people in math. Once you teach me all 3 ways, and I done mastered all 3, I'm no longer listening to this classroom. It's no point in me listening.
Zoning out, yeah.
It's now, like I said, it's a healthy distance though, because you don't want to be too far of a mystery to where they like,
right,
I
yeah,
never
you
know.
out, you
I
it's
ain't
an
never
outcast,
know
yeah,
this person.
to where you be like you're an outcast. It's a fun, it's like a dance to
Yeah,
where you giving them.
it's a
then
cat and mouse.
I'm
Cat
telling
and
you,
mouse.
bro, it's like a.
You almost got Tom and Jerry. Like,
It's
you almost got me.
It's low key an art too, if you think about it, cause knowing, cause I this is on my practice, so this is why I'm speaking from experience. Like it's just knowing when to put something out there and just leaving it and just, or sometimes you'll go in a little spurt of maybe a week or just post stuff, and you'll, you know what I'm saying, dip off. Or you go 2 weeks not post something a day, then you dip. It's an art. It's give and take, giving. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
It's a 1-1-2 because it's just giving enough to give people, the sample.
Yeah.
At a restaurant, when you get that sample, you like, damn, I want some.
Yeah. What else she got? What else she got in there? But the key is always gonna be, you gotta be growing, you gotta be elevated, you gotta have what our generation like to say, emotion, or you gotta you gotta be having something going that will have that person interested. Like if you just, like you said, one of them people where you just duck off, but you ain't got nothing going, nobody's gonna be checking for you. It's just the real.
So when I felt like I ain't gonna say mastered social media, but once I felt like I had, because I didn't master it because I didn't have a huge following around but once I had felt,
you understood pretty much the ins and outs, how it worked, what was going on.
I learned the sport.
Yeah,
basically. Give y'all enough, take it back, level up, give y'all some more.
Yeah,
give y'all enough,
pop out when and then, bro, I have this. I'm gonna see if I can find it, but it was a screenshot I got on my phone where you had sent it to me in the DM. It was like you typed it. You was like, pop out when it's time to pop out, but don't mistake that for every time, though. And that was like 4 or 5 years. We've been saying this, bro. We've been on this philosophy,
like,
bro.
Man, you gotta pop out when it's time to pop out, like, cause you gonna know when it's time.
You gonna know when it's time to pop out.
You gonna know when it's time to pop your stuff.
And the thing about that is, the people around you gonna know. Like, it's only gonna be when you start to, get into that certain level. It's only so much you're gonna be able to, keep discreet. At some point, it's gonna be like, okay, yeah, you got me. You got me. Like,
cat's out the bag.
It's up. Like, but until you get to that point, bro, because once you get to that point, then it's like a explode. But you want to, it's a lead up. Like the cat and mouse is the lead up.
So, and I'll take it back to the beginning of the conversation. When you see these famous people, these rappers, these singers, and it seemed like they just blew up out of nowhere.
Most of them did not, bro.
They were giving y'all certain, and then they would go-go's. They would give y'all something, and then they would go-go's. And the reason why they're doing that is because they're just building the interest. They're just building the
intrigue.
And once they get something to where they know they got one, like, you'll hear a producer say, I know we got one.
Yeah, and you knew, and they just knew.
And I know we got one with this one. And they pop that one. Well, it seemed like that person got famous out of nowhere, bro. No, sir.
You ain't listen to that. Majority of the tracks they dropped years and years and years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I remember, I take you back to 2015, 2016. Them Migos, man. Everybody was saying like, oh, they came out of nowhere. When did Migos come out? Boy, you wouldn't listen to them in 2014, 2013.
Yeah.
Man, listen, these folks.
They was even saying how they was performing at clubs at the north side when nobody in there. Like they went through. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people y'all see because you got a glimpse of them right when they got on, and that iceberg is always much more deeper underneath that water, bro.
The surface,
I'm telling you, bro.
Way more groundwork. And so I say that to say, man, just. That is a process. And like we just talked about, success is the process of it. So that's when right now, we're doing some groundwork. And of course, we're going to have another spurt. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
it's only a matter of time.
That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying?
And at this point, we know right? We've seen it. We had enough life experience to know like it's gonna be a spurt. So,
but if you stop doing the work, it ain't the spurts.
It never shows. You never see those spurts.
Yeah.
So right now we got a couple views, right? We got a couple subscribers, and we really thank everybody that subscribed and viewed and follow.
For sure.
This is our base level of fan base.
Yeah.
These are the people we're gonna remember.
For sure.
These are the people that you do it for, right? Those are the people that because they saw the vision before it was the top of the iceberg.
Before it was a wave, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
like they saw it before. So then, if you see us, maybe not posting every day, or maybe start to post a little bit more. Just know we conjuring up.
Yeah.
We
always
progressing.
Always.
That's
two things to know about us. We don't BS when it comes to like our craft and what we trying to work towards. So y'all ain't gotta ever worry about us half stepping. Like he said, when we taking a step away, it might even just be like just conjure up thoughts, taking a mental break, and making sure we bring high level content and quality of content to you all. So we ain't just putting stuff out. Oh, just make sure we putting stuff out so they get. Nah, we ain't that tight. You know what I'm saying? If we got something lined up, as in life as well, y'all know life happens, and we real people. So we want to
real conversations.
Display that to y'all, like
show you the journey
for sure. Yeah.
Because, like I said, y'all will be sitting here playing these clips back, playing these videos back. 2-3 years down the road, might have a whole different setup.
You know what I'm saying?
Be in a whole different place.
And we will be. Already claiming that. It's already.
It ain't even no mic. We're gonna be in a whole different place, and people will be saying, "Oh, y'all went on them when they was doing this."
Yeah.
Like I say about the Migos. Oh, y'all went on them in 2013, 2014. Like.
But if you stop, you'll never get to tell that story.
You'll never
so
get to tell that
success, it really is a journey, bro. Because even just speaking on my personal experiences, I did 2 weddings these past 2 weekends. The first one was in South Carolina. This other one, appreciate it. The other one was in Lawrenceville, and I've been so busy, bro, just with editing both of those weddings. I just finished the second wedding video today. I was up at 6:30. Bro came to the crib. He seen I was in the kitchen cooking. Like I was up early, bro. So and I got to go to South Carolina tomorrow to film a probate. So it's just, bro, it's like
you on the road.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's a journey. It really is, bro. And people talk that talk of, I want to do this, I want to do that. But if you ain't doing that work, I empathize with you, but I don't have sympathy for you. Because you saying you want to do these things, but you ain't changing how you do things. You ain't changing your patterns. You ain't changing your daily habits. And you're comfortable within that downward spiral, but you're complaining. I don't really want to hear it. Like, naturally, I'm going to empathize with you, but I don't have sympathy. I'm sorry.
And that leads me to a clip that I saw about DC Young Fly. Man, it was on... he was on somebody's show, radio show, podcast. He was like, man, I don't got too much, to say for the people that not motivated or feeling bad for themselves. He was like, because a lot of us, or people that know what the mission is, we in the war, we know what it is.
Yeah.
I just only saw the clip, right? So I don't even know the whole context of the conversation. But we know what's going on. And it's either 2 things you could do. I can sit here and I can, take my eyes off what I'm got going on, what the war is, and what we fight, and give you a quick motivation and tell you, come on, let's do it, and this, that, and the third. Or I could use you as a shield.
Facts.
So basically, I can either stop what I'm doing, help motivate you for a second, and I really could have happened to me, right? And that's me sacrificing my life or sacrificing what I got going on to bear and help you. Or I can say, man, come on, I'm finna step over you because you ain't you on the down spiral.
Yeah.
And
that's real.
That's per se, it's not a bad thing. He's not saying that in a negative way. He's saying, I'm willing to help you out as a friend, family.
Only if you want it, though.
I'm willing to stay with you. I'm willing to stay down. But that whole stay down with somebody and that ain't doing nothing.
You end up crashing just because you...
Man.
No, thank you.
Nobody that's responsible or trying to get somewhere in this lifetime is willing to keep on wasting their time with a person that doesn't see themselves growing in any aspect of their daily life. No. If I see you doing something, I'm willing to help you be along and pull you along.
Yeah.
I'm willing to help anything. That goes for friends, like I said, anybody that knows me. If I don't see you trying to progress, sorry. I'm fighting a different war.
It's real.
A different battle within myself. And within this world and this society that I'm in, to where I'm trying to get somewhere, and I got a vision, and intrinsically, I gotta make it happen.
100.
Him say.
I was about to say something. We in a Renaissance period right now, bro. So any individual who understands what that means is it means it's a time period for you to make your stamp, your claim in this world, bro. The last Renaissance period was when Michelangelo and all those Da Vinci. A lot of people see those people, they were just artists, but they was well versed in math, science, architecture, all that. So we're in the Renaissance period. Things are changing swiftly. Like, so if you're just sitting on your hands and complaining, I'm sorry, like I love you, but I see what's for grabs right now. And all the negative stuff happening in the world, of course I can feed into that. But what does that do for me? It does. I could be focusing on the war over, positive energy and prayer for anybody that's going through, but I'm going through my own spiritual warfare on this land right now. You know what I'm saying? I
can't have the woe is me mindset.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like as a black man, we've been in a war, bro. Like, let's be real.
I will never adopt the woe is me mindset. And even if it may seem like I am, right? I'm never not doing the work. So I might be like, man, it's on me right now. Yeah. Say like, man, or talking to, you know what I'm saying, somebody that I'm in a relationship with, like, man, it's on me, man. But I guarantee you, number one, I'm finna wake up, I'm finna go get some money, and I'm finna keep on working on my health.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I'm still gonna do the things. Now, everybody I feel like sometimes complains, or everybody feels like,
that's normal.
You know what I'm saying? You need to just let it out.
Yeah,
because that's an emotion.
When you make that your personality, like you known for being a complainer,
man,
I'm
get
sorry.
Get out my face, bro.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Every time I talk to you like, I ain't where I want to be.
I'm like, damn, you always sad, you always mad, like, bro, nothing is going good for you. I've been around people where it's always issues, and I didn't realize till later. I'm like, I don't need to be around these people.
Yeah, I don't do
that. Bad stuff is always happening to you. It's some people out here, it's bad stuff always happening to them. Be wary of those people because they drag along unknown karma that they're not even going through.
Unknown karma, baggage, bro. Something in the back end.
All that, bro.
Something they haven't let go. And gave themselves grace for a great person, you know what I'm saying? Forgiving that person. Maybe not forgot, but forgiving that person that's in their past or that demon or whatever they're hiding, right? Some type of bad karma that they did. They haven't given themselves grace, whether it's spiritually or just, you know what I'm saying, coming to a consensus that it wasn't personal, right? It happens. So I'm not in alignment with somebody that's always complaining.
Nah, at all.
Like,
because the frequency and the level that we trying to reach, that doesn't exist on that plane. So there's no way I can entertain that. If I'm trying to get to this certain level of plane, but I'm entertaining things that aren't in alignment with that plane, I'm lying to myself then.
Yes.
Like, come on, man. We gotta start being real, being pragmatic, and being down to earth. If you say you're gonna do this, you say you want to do this, you have to follow the protocols and the recipes. The recipes ain't changed; they've been the same.
Work.
You gotta put it in, bro. And when it's something that you love, it ain't. Sometimes it ain't work.
It's not work.
It's just putting in that effort and that energy, bro. It's the process, bro. It's the process.
It's the journey.
Come on, bro.
It's the everyday grind.
Yeah.
And it's not. And I don't mean grind like, because grind has a negative connotation.
To wear down,
To wear down, right? But I mean, in essence, the slang term. That everyday drive.
Speaking to them how they know how to be. That's their lingo. Speaking alone. You know that? That's been a part of our.
Means to wear down. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Don't wear yourself down.
Yeah.
But every day, get up.
Laying that brick, bro.
That's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, I'm a Christian, so if the good Lord bless me to get up and wake up, like open my eyes,
you meant to do it.
I
You know
gotta
what
do
I'm saying?
something
Yeah,
with this time,
for sure.
and I gotta make the most of it because I'm not granted that blessing every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. So, like I said, I'm never gonna be that person. Like you have those days where you don't want to get up, you don't want to do anything.
Telling you.
You think that, you know what I mean? Like every day, like we want to set up, make sure we. It's not. That's just not realistic.
No, it's not.
There's no realism
It's not.
in that.
No, it's not, bro.
But the fact that it is, you gotta understand. You gotta be a person that serves the greater purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like me being that individual and that being one of my characteristics, I don't want to say I love to serve the greater purpose, but I understand why I serve the greater purpose. And I don't mean just spiritually. I just mean to people in general, like work that I do. I understand that somebody got to do it, so why not me?
Yeah. It might as well be me. I've seen other people
you know what
get
I mean?
to the certain heights that I feel like I could be at, and they don't come off as some extravagant person. They put the effort and energy in continuously. They lay that brick day in and day out, even if it's a small. Come on, bro. Your thoughts with action manifest into the physical reality, bro. So if you ain't doing those steps, and I don't have an issue with people who aren't doing these things, but they ain't complaining. You understand that you ain't doing the work. I'd rather be with you as opposed to the person who not doing the work and complaining. Like, if you ain't doing the work and you ain't complaining, you just know, like, I ain't doing the work and I rock with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I'm going to be around you a lot because I ain't on that type of time, but I could be around you more than the person who always complaining but ain't doing the work. All right, bro, you living in a delusion. How do you think that's going to come about? Is it just supposed to drop in front of your feet?
You wasting my time and yours. Mm-hmm. Don't complain to me if you ain't doing the work. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear that, John. Now, if you getting up every day, or you not getting up every day, excuse me, you not getting up every day and you don't say a word and you okay, that means you at a level of contentment, and I rock with you because you know yourself, you know who you are, you know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're conscious of the amount of effort and amount of work that you're putting in to not receive anything more than that. And that person is, to me, is just as successful as the person that put in the work and got received the blessings and received the, you know what I'm saying, the benefits from it, because they know they ain't. They know they ain't.
Because that person don't have an issue with what. So they definition of success might be that. So it's just, you never know.
They exactly where they want to be.
Right.
And I always tell people that. All right, you exactly where you supposed to be at. With the amount of work, with the amount of time and effort spent, you if you're not at where you're supposed to be at, you will get to where you're supposed to be at. But if you're not doing either of those things, putting in the effort, putting in the energy, manifesting, speaking on it, having the conversations, having the dialogue, which is why we started
thinking about it. Oh, just thinking about it, bro. Your thoughts manifest, bro. That's real.
Speaking on it. The words are spelled. So, having the conversations with friends, family, anybody, a random person, co-workers and things of that such. If you're not speaking those things into existence, and exactly how you corrected me, like in 2-3 years, we will be somewhere different. Like, sure. It ain't about might be. Nah, we will be, because we putting in the groundwork. We're putting in the level of effort that we want to be able to reap the benefits of. So
that's real. Even when people ask me like, why I work out so hard, I tell them I'm trying to go professional in track. Like, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm telling them I'm gonna do it. Right. And if I somehow don't, I don't see it not happening. If I somehow don't, I get to that result. I'm built like a damn track star. I'm in tip-top shape, so it's a win-win, bro.
What did I lose?
It's a win-win, bro.
What did I lose?
So
I always tell people, if you have any extra time on your hands, man, why wouldn't you work out? Yeah. Like, why wouldn't you work on your health? Yeah. You can never lose anything by working on your health. To any young man, older woman, young woman, if you have extra time on your hands, Go to the gym. Work on your physical health. Yeah. Why? Because you will never not need your physical health.
It's your vessel. This your first. This your first vehicle, bro. Like especially in the black community, we put so much attention and pride into the food we eat and the food we make, but we don't put that same attention and pride into our workout. Mm-hmm. So when our family members come up with these ailments, we gonna have this big feast and this and that, but we not doing this. You know what I'm saying? We not putting that same emphasis on working out, on bettering our physical, our vessel, our physical vehicle. It's sometimes we prioritize the wrong things, and this I don't want to get too far in this because this is a whole.
I'm about to say we need to say that for.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole other. But that's just to tie into
before Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's perfect. But that's just to tie into just if you get in the gym, for real, get in the gym, prioritize your health, put forth the effort and the things that's gonna better you and for the long term, and not always putting things in for effort that's gonna make you feel good in the short term, bro. Mm-hmm. So I had one more question I wanted to ask. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to it, but do you believe in celebrity crushes? And the reason why I asked, my answer is no. And I was listening to Duke Dennis on his vlog channel. Mm-hmm. He said the same thing I've been saying for the longest. It was just we're all people, like we're all just normal people. So me looking at a young lady as she my celebrity crush, it's automatically it's putting into the ether that she's out of my league.
I can't get her.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing, bro. So I already know your answer to
that. No, I don't believe in celebrity crushes. I ain't gonna cap, and I'm talk like a young brother real quick. If I see a so-called celebrity crush, I'm never gonna not act like I don't know who you are, right? I'm never
sure.
I'm not gonna downplay
because that's devaluing you work for that. You earned that.
So
you earned that.
But I'm gonna walk you down just like I walk anybody else down. I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm gonna walk you down. I'm gonna step how I'm gonna step regardless.
You dig what I'm saying,
if
bro?
I seen a good looking woman, I'm gonna step how I'm gonna step regardless. Like it don't matter your status or what you have or what you bring, because that's almost saying that I'm not of that status or of that value that caliber, that you have. And to any young man or any young woman, I would say if you do approach it like, oh, this is my celebrity crush, you now
you're a fan now, yeah.
I was about to say you have now transitioned from a person with a chance to a person that's a fan.
Yep.
And you never want to be that. That's not how you. So I also don't want you to go in it with. Me personally, I wouldn't go in it with a mindset of, I'm the catch.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not the catch.
Yeah, for sure. Like, just it's really just like you saying, playing it like that person,
if
how you would walk down on anybody
else.
You
was, and you look good to me, and you know what I'm saying, you physically attractive, I'm gonna walk you down, just like if you were, I don't know, famous, a Beyonce or Rihanna, and I seen you out in public, and I felt like I was attracted to you, just physically. I'm gonna walk them down the same way. Yeah. Now, will I get the chance to? Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. But
if I do get, I always said, if I get you alone,
hey, watch out, boy.
It's a wrap.
I'm telling you, bro, because I ain't gonna speak on. I don't have celebrity crushes, but it's a couple that's in the limelight.
I know exactly who the one that you would talk about forever.
We'll talk after. But I always seen them as like you just said, boy, if the universe let me get around them, boy.
If I get you alone,
niggas gonna hate me.
It's a wrap.
I'm gonna do it the way it's gonna be so effort. Like, damn, how you pulled her?
It's like,
and it's gonna be more so like, shit, she wanted to be with me. Like,
I didn't have to do too much, bro.
Like,
and that's another thing. Like, I'm not gonna put you on a pedestal to where like I said, I'm not the catch. Like I'm not a person that you
I'm
don't
gonna respect
want.
I'm gonna respect who you are for sure.
Exactly, but I'm also finna have this conversation like you, just like me.
Yeah, and I am one of them ones. Like it's not a woman in the world I don't think I can pull, And even with me being short, people would think like, oh, do tall women intimidate? Shawty asked me that one time. She like, do tall women intimidate you? I like, I love that actually, bro. And it's crazy. Over the years, I've been getting more attraction from taller women because just my level of charisma and confidence exudes to where they just, damn.
So it go into like even short man syndrome is not a height thing.
No, it's not.
I don't think people understand that.
Because I don't have that. Yeah.
You're not talking about the size, the physical size of a person.
Mm-hmm.
You could be 6'9"
and how they
have
God.
Short man syndrome.
It's your aura. Your aura is so condensed.
Like it's your personality, bro. Like, oh yeah, he got little people syndrome. Like he feel like a little person in a room full of people. I've never felt like that.
That's
like,
real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just speaking on, you know what I'm saying? Me and you going out back when we were in high school and stuff like that. Like, just think about how many times we done walked in somewhere where we don't not feel like we the ones.
Every time.
And you could tell some people feel like they the ones. They fake feel like.
They faking it. It's a facade, bro.
But I've never walked in a place and not been confident of who I am and what I bring. So when I step to a woman that I am interested in, I'm never gonna come in this junk like I don't know who I am and what I bring. Yeah. I always tell people for just dating advice, be yourself.
100.
And don't be nobody, like, come as you are. It's just like the church say, come as you are. Whatever clothes you got on, whatever drip you got, whatever money you got, come as you are. If the person rock with you, they rock with you. If the person don't rock with you, it didn't matter how much money you had, it didn't matter what clothes you had on, it didn't matter what living situation you was in, they wasn't gonna rock with you, brother. So people want to become high value men or, you know what I'm saying, financially stable so they can get the woman that they want. Brother, you was going to be a lame with that money or without that
It's just so funny you said that because Charles White was speaking on that whole high value term. I was watching him yesterday. He was just like, most men who speak on that just men who got good amounts of money or a good job. Like outside of that, you strip a man of his gains and all that. Who are you down to the core, to your character,
it
bro?
It take a real woman to be able to see through that.
And I love women like that. I love women like that because when I come across a woman like, oh, I know what you about to see then. So what we going to next?
It ain't no facade. You can tell because she ain't going. The first thing she ain't gonna do, like just speaking on, you know what I'm saying, my experiences with certain women. Like the first thing, she's not gonna be able to like count your pockets. So she's not gonna do that.
No, for sure.
A woman really standing on business probably gonna, number one, either ask you, you know what I'm saying, what you like to do and what you would like to do and what type of dates you might want to take her on. And then when she come, she's not looking for you to pay. She's not looking for you to lead with your wallet. She's looking for, you know what I'm saying, a conversation. She's looking for the experience.
Lead with your wisdom, bro.
Yeah, like, and she don't care where y'all go. She's just trying to be in your presence.
Yo, and it's so crazy you say that, because that's how I know y'all got to stop feeding into everything a woman say, bro. Like, sometimes they really just be talking to get y'all amped up. That list where they said some of the...
Be real.
If she like you, bro, she's going there, bro.
Be real, bro.
Y'all have just been dealing with women that don't like y'all for so long, bro. It baffles me, bro. Y'all really got to start... Yo,
we're going to
bro, she's running to the Cheesecake Factory if she likes you, bro. Like... Stop, please stop, bro. And y'all feed into it, and when y'all feed into it, they just trying to see
how much y'all gonna be willing to pay, brother.
That shit, and even when the whole thing where it came down to where it was like, men who do this is sassy. Y'all had to realize a lot of those stuff they were just fooling with y'all, bro.
Yeah,
y'all
they're just talking. They're just trying to see who's gonna go for it.
They getting you ramped up, and most of y'all eat it up. And
it's going for it, and y'all are the idiots. And then let me not call y'all a great name, but y'all are buffoons.
Yeah, because I talked to this young lady one time, because we was on the phone, and she was just talking. I was like, you just talking, ain't you? She started laughing. She was like, yeah, but most guys don't really call me on it.
Y'all been bamboozled, hoodwinked, run them up.
Come on, bro. Like, you got to be able to have that discernment, bro.
Listen, bro, I can tell you. I'm like, bro, you just chatting.
You just chatting. They
like,
started blushing too. Like,
cause
they want to be checked on you sometimes,
Like you
bro.
just chatting. Like you just said, what? You don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. You would never go to Chili's, Olive Garden.
Stop it. Get in the well. Let's go. Okay.
We didn't even get no reservations, so we couldn't wait.
Come on, bro. Come on.
I'm trying to downplay that jump, bro.
Y'all
man,
funny.
listen.
But I love y'all though, cause I see women for who they are. It's just y'all falling for the okie doke.
Come on, man.
Wow.
And I don't blame y'all for doing that.
For sure, cause some of them I need to take it. Get yours, sweetheart. Hey,
that's how you get your good meal.
I studied the ism for a little bit, so I'm never mad at a woman got down. You know what I'm saying? Making $1 and double it. You feel me? Like you just ain't getting that over here, baby. You just ain't getting that over on me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But one of the ones who wanted.
If I want to go to Applebee's for them $1 margaritas, we're going to Applebee's for them $1 margaritas. And I'm finna turn this junk up like we at STK Steakhouse.
If you ain't gonna go, I promise your friend wanna go. Cause a lot of y'all friends be lurking on, so you better be easy. If you got one in the one, hey, you better be easy.
Listen, that's real though, because man, ain't nobody studying that junk, bro. Nah. Listen, I can name about 10 of them that's ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's ready to go to Cheesecake Factory right now. You can go find you somebody that's ready to go to Cheesecake Factory. And she gonna love it.
I'm telling you, bro.
And she gonna love you if you take her to Apple.
When you that caliber of dude with that caliber of wisdom and that caliber of just that level of
oh my God, that
intangible things.
Oh my
What's
God,
up?
that brings me back to man. So one of my first weeks, I don't even know if I talked about this. I might have just talked about it to my brother now.
Yeah.
Man, I said, matter of fact, I talked about it to my mom. Mind you, I got all age groups at my job. I said, so a picnic not a date no more?
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Like, yeah.
What you mean a picnic not a date? Mm-hmm. Oh, gotta be presentation. I said, listen, I ain't gonna lie. None of y'all the type of women I'd even date. You wanna know why? Because the type of woman I'm gonna date, she gonna go. We can go get ice cream at Dairy Queen. And sit in the car,
cheesing ear to ear.
And it's always a great time.
Telling you, bro.
Like we can go like. The movies don't even be packed no more. Y'all don't even go to the movies for like, and I get it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants the essence of the aura or something like that.
So we talked about that, the whole aesthetic stuff, bro.
We did. So. Listen, man, look. If you don't rock with me for who I am, what I got to offer, cool. If you can't go to Cheesecake Factory, like I said, you can't go to STK Steakhouse with me. Just being real, bro.
Oh God.
Like, you just can't. I'm not finna go get you no $200 ribeye if you can't eat this goddamn $12 cheesecake with me. That's just being real, bro. I don't even want that type of woman. Yeah. So never leave with your wallet, because you're gonna either be a lame with that wallet or without that wallet.
I'm telling you. Hey man, with that's been another episode of the Paradigms Perspective Show. I feel like we get better with every episode.
Yeah,
ain't gonna cap, bro.
I ain't gonna cap.
It's been another episode of The Rim. It's your boy Zay.
Cold.
Hey man, we're gonna catch you on the next one.
Let's
Peace. Talk about I don't go to.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Man. Stop it.
You better stop for your friend.
Stop it.